Hello, 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 hello. Here we go, here we are again. What's up, my guys? Hope you're well. Let's shoot money in there, guys. So, like you can see, we also have a 2-5 table, which looks pretty good. Two fun players. I think we have a classic check situation coming up. We'll go with the check. So with pocket X, for example. Hmm. Gonna call. I'll bet. Maybe it's ace high. Or pocket threes. That might call. There's some of these NL5 players are actually playing good amount of tables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 14 is Kazlarat playing. Neubock also. Ah, there's so many tables. 17 tables. NL5. 500. Would say not gonna bluff. Take our low showdown value. Even though it's close. Go to 29. I'm gonna check. And bet small like this. Or I can jack. Was it small? You guys know me. You can could go for the shove. Maybe I would say just gonna fold. Looks like ace queen. That's a small raise. Guess we go for the crying show. Hope he folds. Don't mind, of course, the call was ace, king, ace of diamonds, king of diamonds. Yeah, gonna shove it in. Unfortunately, he will show up with more aces, kings, and queens than he should be. But yeah, on the spot, it will be good enough. Nice. Probably ace, king. I think it's small blind versus big blind. He's sitting out. Yeah. Our friend. One of the fun players gone, unfortunately. What he did looked quite good, actually. How many tables is he playing? One table only. Right low. Yeah. Now corner bet. I would say we call fold. Widely. This looks weird. Could be just pocket threes. Probably not. Would have a shoving range here. I think I'm not gonna do it. Gonna check call. I think if he has sevens or sixes, he's still gonna value shove. And he could be bluffing. I mean, if he's never value shoving, pocket sixes, that's not so good. But yeah, we probably don't get there on the river. Sometimes pocket eight that didn't bet the flop. Or 7-8 suited, but also not gonna 3-bet pre-flop all the time. Or yeah, almost nothing actually with my range. Never. Interesting what he has when he checks. Yeah, he plays it a bit like pocket 7 or 6-7 suited. It's obviously all not a lot of combinations, but this will most likely bet at the flop, all of those. Because they love protection, are pretty good hands. I mean, he still could be checking those. And yeah, like you see, it was the case. When he raised to the turn, it looked already dangerous. And yeah, this was true also. So our call fold was a good strategy, I would say. And yeah, nice river for us. He's playing a lot of tables, 14 tables. And went for the snapshot on the river. With still a bit in the value. He could have just called the turn there. And also fast play. Just interesting to know. Well, we'll take notes on that hand now. And that was a great big pot, guys, because this was a 2-5 table. We're obviously not results orientated, but if we will be very, very, very happy now, guys. I think I'm gonna call. Build a calling range with potential fun player behind. King Jack can absolutely be in there. And here I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna call. Could even fold. You can check again, especially multi-way or bet. I think I like to bet. Bet. Tiny bit thinner. I think it's better against fun players, probably calling too much. And then this happens, which is not so good. I'm gonna fold and sometimes go with a call. Oh, what happened? He donked even. He called and donked. Small bet and then big bet. What does it mean? I don't know. I obviously a very bad river. Standard is to just fold. Thinking about what it means. Interesting hand. It sets up. I raise his 3-bet. Looks like we're not gonna find a fold on the turn and then on the river. Ooh. I'm not sure. Head obviously the bet shove there, even though it sets up. I think they are not gonna heavily over bluff there. Good check. I'm actually go for a 6 check this time. Usually I love to bet in these spots. Ash Blade, I say we have an easy call on the river, but I mean it's not a great river. 2 of spades. Yeah, I think I go for the check. We would be bluffing now ace 10. Or even some king check suited floats. I think I'm going to check. Even though I think we are good, but we also must get a call, right? And sometimes he has queens. Aces or whatever, a better hand. Or a trap. Just a complete trap, guys. I would say we're gonna bet. Ace check, ace queen. We could let ace check, ace queen bluff. Wow, you wrote something good here. We don't want to have a shoving range as played, even though exploitively more. I think I have to build a small raising range. Hope he thinks, oh, we are capped. Let's. Yeah, he's not even thinking about shoving king queen there, so that makes having a bigger raising range more attractive. I don't think it's a case though that he's just snap calling with king queen there, because probably we have a worse hand, but on the other hand, yep, probably not value raising only with ace 9. It's a split, so it makes it a bit weird. It makes just calling more attractive. We have 8 9, yeah. Don't really have ace 10. Very hard for us to have a full house, except ace 7. Which is 6 combinations. I mean, I get it to just call there. Who wouldn't ever snap call there? And I mean, if he's just snap calling there, it already says a lot. Hello, spinning hand. What is up, my friend? And I mean, if he's not bluff shoving enough of his king jack and not going for sin value, we just want to have bigger raising sizes. So value hands, and therefore also it's more of our bluffs. Good bluffing hand would be like jack 7 suited. We have a little bit here. I'll go with a bet. One of those hands, right? That goes for bet show, especially on the club. Maybe we could sometimes check on a non-club. It's our hand. What's what I want to think a lot about what we do exploitively. Looks weak. On the other hand, it's a potential fun player. I think my standard would be to just bluff there. Usually gonna just bet show this one. Like run out. Eat on Dick. Thank you very much for your follow. Yeah, the trash collectors are here. Big trash collecting party out there. Go for the check raise. Don't love it. Looks like hopefully he's not checking down his high, but I think it's it's very possible. He could be even be bluffing me off a split. He would say we're gonna go with a short screener. What else, right? What else? So Shovarino, strong hand, like protection. There's a bit of backdoors here. Overcard. Let's see if we can manage a hold. First one looks good. Second one looks great also. Vegan. Or 5. Pocket 5. Ace 5. We obviously have also straight ourselves. I think if we only call this, we are not calling enough. Shit, I thought I had a straight. Just have a gut shot. open-ender. I'm still learning. But we win. Win. Okay. Like that he just bet so small. I enjoy this fact. Split. Okay, aces. Not our desired flop. I will try to play GTO here and would check. Our lucky friends. I wanted him to call and he shows and all this stuff that be happening. Route 56, so I will go with the check. With a 14. Yeah, I would check. I don't love it. It's just lose hand in this regard against pocket eights, obviously. They are freeing the streets of garbage. So close. No, this table is not so good anymore. Gonna leave it. And here, gonna bet. We have two pair and we have a flush draw, guys. So many things happening there. Wow. Should I go for a race? I think I go for a race. Bet small on a hard and on a not hard. Would be, of course, not good if he shoves. But I think we have to call. We probably three bet any cold card. Heat and Dan. Not easy to have so many bluffs here, to be honest, guys. Because we called 9-10 suited, that's it. We called in the small blind, I mean. So we're gonna bluff this one, even with the spades. Our only lower hand is 9-10 spades. And now we are polarizing even to at least king jack of spades, probably king queen or a set. As played, I would say we could even think about having a shoving range there. Valley for Yunus Skyfi. Thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. Welcome. Yo, yo, Zolat. If you don't know him, he just has a sixth sense for me bluffing, so he just sensed this was going on. That's what led him here in the chat. Welcome, my guy. So this NL500 table went out good. Also, some not great stuff happened before. Let's check results. Should be good. It should be good in general. Should be good. Let's check out some tables before. More. That was the most important stuff. We say we have the check back 10. We're not lying. We're not lying, guys. Maybe the size is a bit too small. Maybe not. Okay, time to check results. It is time. Did I get another Thanks GG flip out? Nope. I got one 3 days ago. $64. Okay. Last hour. What comes up? Nice. Yeah, I think I like it in general. Starting with minus 100. That was the bad things that happened in the beginning, and then went up. We have to deduct $50 in a rake. So we were almost $600 up after rake and rake back. Pretty much something like this. It's a start I like. But yeah, on the NL500 table, we got a little bit of a setup there on our side. But still, I think I analyzed it well and played it well. Having more huge sizes for sure against players with flush and some bluffs. Degen. Degen. Oh, interesting stuff happening here all over the way. It's not so interesting. But I think, I don't know what I should do. Don't want to fold. Not a great flop. Maybe even has queens. Jacks, tens, nines, ace, queen suited. I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm not gonna fold you anymore. Probably just says ace jack and got fucking lucky. If you have the king jack, you should think about just bluffing it in, bro. He's like, I gotta check here. My bluffs will be queens. Hate to check though. Don't have king queen. Whoa. Oh, imagine calling down there, guys. We would have just cried ourselves to sleep. Yeah, got a bluff flash on a board where he has a lot of good stuff. Sometimes bluff, so wait for the check here this time. He obviously has more combinations of pocket jacks than pocket tens. Because one is out there. I'm gonna check it down. Sometimes betting on the turn, saying we have queens or the occasional aces. We have to watch out to not bluff too much. I think he's also tricky and checks good amount there. So let's watch out to not bet too much on the turn. This is quite dangerous. Gonna not bluff except on a club. I mean, it's dangerous because it's a fun player. On a non-club, we take our showdown value, even think about calling. He shows. King can rule. Free slot. Free slot for table. Nice. Takes too long to find the right smiley. I'm not gonna do it. There also gives. And why not? Take a look. Mixing calls. Unfortunately, otherwise, we have nothing to do here. Let's take a look and play that pot in position against player who's out of position. I like it. Pretty big size. It's not great. Gonna call, especially because we get a 3 on the turn. Sometimes. So unlucky, guys. Got an overcard. Yeah, just gonna fold. This looks dangerous as well. Like jacks or queens. Ace 10. So let's say goodbye to this $80 spot. Ah, gotta call one off. Not the dream. It's already not the dream. We're gonna call one off. Maybe get straight flush. It would be cool. Would be very hard, right? Would be quite hard. Could also get runner quads. But I think we are aiming a little bit high already. So it's gonna fold. Yeah, we have officially a pair now in position, my friends. Put in money. Put in money. No further questions asked. Oh, get the money from him. Okay, this is a problem. Could even just directly forward. I'll take one off. And gonna check if he has the board to bluff later. I mean, it's never great to call with a 3. Yeah, even if we get a 3, it's not nice. I rather prefer pocket deuces. I'm gonna just fold now. I think we have a decent bluffing candidate on the river. If we arrive on the river and he looks weak, bet small, something like this, blocking ace-5 pocket 3s. Usually I just check here, but sometimes we bet our bad jacks and check river. Guess he sometimes calls with king high because we could have like queen 10 or queen 8 suited floats. Sometimes even. Not so much though. With 17, I have a very low hand now. I'm gonna bet small. It's not working often, but maybe often enough. But we randomly raise sometimes here, and actually I rolled a 95. What size will we pick with an ace of hearts? Not too high, right? Maybe a bit bigger though. Good thing is he doesn't look like he has an 8 of hearts himself. And yeah, even if he has king of hearts, it will be... we will just hate it. I like to see just fast calls, so it looks like this is absolutely not true. He says, yes, you see it all the time. You see it all the time. People go over the top there. Should be good to king high flush. Let's do this. Could we improve things here maybe a bit? Maybe have a bigger size. I think the tank also not great because sometimes when they have it, they don't need the tank there. Small things. I would love to fast play, and that's why I'm gonna fast play. I think it's a good exploit to fast play more often than Strava there against him. Actually, I rolled a 4-bet, caught it off. Usually I just call. Yeah, I'm gonna do it though this time. Rolled very high. Hope he just calls or even folds. This is the worst outcome, obviously. But as played, I'm gonna call. That's actually a bit close. Didn't even think about things. Yeah. I had too many ace kings. Should be worth the call with the money invested. I think it's very close, so. A hero call. Because it's working so great. He's a fun player. A good run out for us. Mainly just gonna hero call. Yeah, that was not so successful, right? Hope he doesn't have a jack. Yeah, gonna bet. Would love it, but prefer it. We're good, so good at bluffing, guys. I mean, we never surrender at least. Even if we called, we will bluff the next time again. I think we will also win no money here, to be honest. It has potential. This is more likely, but this is good EV if we get there, right? We'll have cool EV. Now we are sometimes dead. Yeah, hopefully he has queens, and then he's blocking our bluffs. If we have ace 10, we usually take the size also. Nice, bluff work, guys. Let's go. We're good, actually. Great players. Let's go for T and see how much we lost now. We are of course still up because we were up 600 before, but yeah. I'm excited for some nuts here. We 3-bet, so probably already a strong range, even from fun player. Hopefully he's not bombing it. Would be ace king, ace queen. I would say we bluff. What else? Bluff, guys. Last time worked. I think it's a turning point now for us. I said it. I'm hungry for nuts. I'm excited. Hope he's not having ace king. He could have ace queen. Queen 10 suited would be cool also. Obviously gonna bet. Ace king, don't have ace king. We're blocking ace king. We're also blocking ace queen. I have a feeling he has a queen, guys. If he has ace king, he has a gut shot, obviously, to the nuts. Could also have like king 10 suited. Our plan is to shove it in. Don't expect the call, but let's see. Yep. Plus will be our lowest 10, so yeah, probably like pocket 5s, 4s, 3s. Went for protection on the flop and then at the turn we would have to watch out to not bluff too much against fun player. We'll bluff there, guys. Sure. Why not, right? Why not? I feel like just directly betting after the action that happened. Yo, I wish and LKLK 1111. Thank you very much for your follows, guys. We like the river, don't like so much a turn, but we'll go for a bet. Nice, like the check. Probably has a check or 9. Great board for us. We can have big size. Shouldn't really have a deuce. I guess he sometimes has it because he's a fun player. But yeah, just gonna bet big. Show what do it also with 10 jack, 10 8 stuff. I will be in the middle like 49, and he will have left like 50 something. Okay. Let's check. How much did we fall down? No, not last hour. It's too little now. So we have to deduct $80 in rake. Ah, that's a dream. 250 only up now. Good thing is with this one Jack's hand that we had, probably not fast shoving queens, but often calling. So I think he usually has kings and sometimes in float playing aces, but quite often fast playing. 6 combinations of kings, all of them, and then like 5 of aces, 11. Yeah. Maybe two queens, so it's 13. I think it's a close call then. So short break, we'll come back soon. I mean, we also have to think about how many ace kings he's shoving there. He's not shoving all of them. Yes, less, of course. I think he's mainly shoving them though. This one was this here. What is the best GG sign up code? I think the standard sign up bonus you always get is deposit bonus. And if you get a sign up bonus, I think it's just good for the people who makes the advertisement that they get some additional money. Usually, sometimes you get some additional stuff. It's very small things. Or if you like have a deal with a person, then he can give you money that you sign up over his link. Yeah, but then you got to know one. Here we need to think about if we want to call bluff or not. So we will go for the tank bet. Like we bluffed him also. I mean, if we bluff, we take a big size here. Maybe I even know someone for you who could maybe help you. You can write me a whisper and maybe I'm gonna find someone. I will see. Easy win. He was the guy we got our money today from. $500. It's not our brother, but we beat a lot of stuff that bet for value on the turn. But the bluffs, I guess the bluffs got their guys, to be honest. Not all. Not king four of diamonds. I don't know, I'm gonna go. Oh, tank, what does a tank mean? I think it's whatever to call or not there. Already close hand to continue. I love folding. Our strongest weapon against the 2-strong range, right? So, on the 2-5 table, we have Ace-6 suited against probably fun plan. He has a small likeliness of also being a fun player, and we just want to call extender, actually. Let's pick out this flop. That's not good for exact hands. It's good for our strong hands, which we have good amount from there. What was it called? And go for 10% geben. Go for the check call. He's not going for sin value, so if he bets there, I think he's not going for sin value. He's more likely that he's a bluff, but he's also not bluffing usually, so yeah, I like check. I just have a standard rake back, unfortunately, not more than that. With a pair now. Yeah, we don't bluff when he checks. If he bets, wanna just fold. Yes, he sometimes has like King 9 suited and didn't bet the flop, but then he often just checks river. I think it will be very heavy this line. Just fold. Or potential Euro calling end. Against Richard. Richard. No mas Ram. Thank you very much for your follow. Appreciate it. Call. Pretty big size. He's not really capped. Maybe a tiny bit. You're just gonna go with the huge size, I would say. Like he has a higher pair, right? Hmm. Like the bet. I would go for the check because he's a fun player. Could do some random stuff. Looks like he has pocket kings. Usually I just bet one set and the river still. We have a pair. Wow, cool. Well, 52. Especially against the huge size. Watch out to not bluff too much. Yeah, going to you guys fold. Not hero call. Not bluff. Fold high here. Sometimes you could have a random bluff. Mainly just gonna stick to like having a 7 or yeah, spades or diamond. Or really high here. If he has an ace, he already hates it. Here on this NL500 maybe we have a good hand. Continue. I think he was hero calling before. Yeah, that's the worst case scenario. That's very bad stuff. Could even directly fold. Shit, right? He was fast playing before, so let's fold this. It hurt a little bit because I know he's also hero calling me a lot. I thought this would be a good TV spot. It was the opposite, but we try to minimize our losses. I hope I did. You obviously have very strong hands there. 7 or full house already. And then we seize it's in a value hands. You can decide. And I think he's just having too much value. Only plus $100 now. We fell down from plus 600. But what for range? Hmm. I'm not blocking king queen suited. King queen offsuit though. King jack suited. Let's see how many tables he's playing. I wanna bluff him off against. Good players, obviously. Four tables. Thing is, he's mainly calling all his king queen offsuit also. I was against big blind, yeah, but still. I think in practice he will fold some. Let's try. Let's try to get those 3, 7. We still are in front against ace king. But we are not gonna find out. Boom. Interesting one. Even donk there. Head likes protection. It's a strong range for us. Strong board. How do we want to play this one? For sure betting. I think I'll take the smaller size. You maybe still have aces, kings, queens here on this board. If he continues, actually not good. If he even raises, we have a big problem. Dead. I could directly fold because it's probably never a bluff. But I still have the gut shot on top of it. I think we can even show up on a 4. Oh. I could just fold it. Never bluff. I was wrong. Let's think about this one for a second. Let's get rid of this one. Okay, when I see it, I mean, on one hand, when he has a hand like exactly as king, you could think about continuing because it's quite strong, but then you might be raising sometimes. And when there's a tiny chance of him be bluffing there, then gets a bit more attractive, of course. Great thing is he probably won't bluff the river, and that's for sure. So yeah, I think I made a small mistake there, not only because we saw that I made obviously a mistake. Um, but I mean, even the straightforward players who are not bluffing a lot are bluffing more often on the flops and turns. But I'm still very surprised, even when I think further about it. Well done. We'll take a note. Got a bit unlucky there that I had one of those hands. Just continue like sevens or nines. I would have folded tens, and I don't know. Sometimes I even bet like threes. And he stops me from bluffing my whatever hand. King queen suited. Sometimes. I have two pair, which is cool, right? Two pair is a strong hand. There are not a lot of playings. We take a 9. Overvalue. Is a play against him. Let's see. I would say we are now plus 200 after rake and rake back. Oh, and we have aces. It's usually a nice plus. Going for a shove, bro. Half size. Already a bit big. Nice turn. Almost a blank. Almost a blank. Good fold, bro. Guess we can sometimes raise. Any call. It's good. It's a better bottom for him, of course. Oh, we have a little something going on here. And he goes for the call. Probably doesn't have kings, guys. And we win 40 EV. Point 8. La 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 la. I'm gonna call it a day soon. What I gonna bluff in there? Maybe we are just protection betting against King Jack of Spades. Yeah, we can sometimes keep on bluffing, especially with the heart, wood low. And gonna take my insane showdown value. Now he wants to sneak some money out there. This ace nine suited. Maybe a trap or maybe a draw. But we have to find out now, guys. Misdraw. How can he do this? Wanted to call, but now after the chat I'm gonna fold. It was very close. A bit small, so odds are good. Um, Hopefully calls. We bluffed him before with a double pot ski on the river. And the hero called. In this case, we are already polarizing on the turn with our history. Would be already quite thin. I think I'm gonna do it. I mean, it's not GTO, but I think it's a good exploit. Because of our history. Not the dream. Gonna call. Volt a 30. So I will not check raise. Looked a lot like that, right? But we have ace king. uh, okay, let's close it. Court I roll J. Thank you very much for your follow. Roll clove. Mainly gonna raise. I'm gonna raise it up. With a check for the turn. So plus 150 today after rake in, rake back pretty much. Did we play any interesting hands? Yeah, this one was cool. We got a little setup. Let's check one or two hands with T2 wizard. So I wrote really high here and went for the 4-bet. Here in hijack even. Usually it's not a thing. I did it this time. And then the question is, what are we doing against the shove? How much EV do we have? I mean, it will be pretty much 0 EV, but probably always call. It was against small blind, of course, so 3-betting range will be fine. And yeah, sometimes you 4-bet and yeah, you will not full plan anymore against solver range. 4-bet is very small, pretty small, 22. And yeah, what I said, he's not shoving queens, probably, or very, very little only, and always shoving kings, and sometimes slow playing aces. He's even calling half of ace king off. It's a 0 EV call. What is he shoving? I would say he's shoving more ace king offsuit there. So I think our call is in practice actually a little bit better. What about the queens? I think queens is... Only a tiny bit more calling, which is not good for us. It's a bit hard to say. A guessing game what people are doing. I think they will shove like 70% of the time against me there. Yeah. Let's check this one actually. Played NL500 table. I opened with queens against the fun player. I was very happy. On these low boards, I think you have less of the small sizes, more of the big sizes and checks. But still having small sizes. Also very big size. So I have queens and went for the bigger size. Obviously fine. He calls. Turn was 7 of hearts. What are we doing with queens here? I think mixing. I'm mainly checking actually. But I really like betting against him because he was hero calling me and not bluffing a lot. So let's bet. If we bet more on the smaller size, so I bet quite big there. And then his ranging range is built around, of course, the 7, more the good ones. And some bluffs, right? Sometimes even protection raising 9s. He raised there, and yeah, probably queens is then pretty close to mixing to 0 EV. So against solver, it's actually winning 6 EP. Yeah, I like to fold against him because he was not bluffing enough before, really, but he was fast playing all the time. Let's just fold. I like it. So, I mean, if we want to continue, we probably prefer this one over one with a heart. Not really. What is he raising then? Is he not raising so many flush draws like queen, jacks, queen 9 suited floats? No, just calling. Okay. Which flush draws is he raising then? H3 can raise and call a shove even. Looks like he's just raising the better ones. But they hate when I shove. Gotta fold then even 5-6 of hearts. Check 9 of hearts mixing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Actually, let's check the huge hand we played there, and then we call it a stream, my friends. Button raise. I 3-bet with pocket eights, and here 7-7, and 7's always calling, 6 is mixing. Cool. Six deuce, far maybe. Hearts, but fine. And yeah, I think eights is actually checking more often. And then good stuff like tens, jacks, queens betting more often. Nines, tens is actually the one. Tens, jacks. Bet the most. Aces, kings. Need less protection. So yeah, we went for the check, and we had also not a club, so I think it's checking more often. Nope, actually the other way around. Usually it's not like this. But I mean, not so important. We went for the check this time, and yeah, here sevens. He will, of course, having a lot of small sizes with his range, and with 7 probably mixing. But exploitatively, I like betting way more often. He went for the fast check, I think. Turn was obviously a 7 of spades. And probably more having the big size or check now. He's quite capped. And yeah, it's exactly what's happening. A lot of checking, but when we bet, it's more like small overbet or almost pot. I used this with pocket eights. Actually checking also a lot. Wouldn't have thought that. Good to know. Exploitatively, I like betting usually because if you check, you want to get more bluffs in here. I guess I am missing some bluffs, but maybe it's not even true. I don't know. Not 100% sure at least. Good. I went for the quite big bet. I think it was 18. You went for the small raise, and yeah, usually not having a lot of raises against the size, but he can do it with sevens. Looks like he's on the fast playing side. He raised small there. 40. And I decided to call fold river, which is good against GTO. Also having a decent amount of EV. What are his bluffs raise? Yeah. Ace 5. Okay, he raised. I call. River's a 5, and he went for the value shove, which I think is good. Yeah, in theory we have shoves here, but I think it's better to check. Except if he somehow would check now with pocket 6 or 7s. He shove, we call, all good. And then has to mix with queens and kings. Yeah, nothing too interesting. So I was not having a lot of races against our big size. Big exploited fleet will be stronger. So that's why it was probably good to fold river. We could maybe even think about folding on the turn there, depending how strong our read is. Alrighty, my guys. It was a pleasure. Thank you very much for watching, for even checking out the series stuff. Yeah, we're gonna see you tomorrow again. I wish all of you a lovely day. Peace out, my guys. Where's my camera here? Nope, camera. Now I'm huge. Huge goodbye.